So, what are we making today?
Today we are making some Belizean tableta. Tableta is something that I grew up with as a candy made from coconut and sugar and ginger. Well, that's all I could have tasted at that time, you know. My granny used to make a tableta, cotta brute, goat shit, kasham, all those bad stuff, all those good stuff, bad stuff, you know what I mean?
Goat shit.
Yeah. When we were growing up, we'll get to that when the time comes. We'll show them how to make it.
Okay, damn. Do we need a goat?
Probably not, but you know.
Okay.
So this is something that I really enjoy and something that I want to share with you guys and that I want to make for my son. So I want him to get that Belizean introduction to the Belizean type candy stuff that I grew up with. So, you know, he gets that input, that Belizean heritage input. So for the tableta, I have 2 cups of grated coconut, and this coconut is not the full hard coconut, so it's not really hard. It's more in the middle between hard and soft coconut, so it's not the mushy one, it's not the hard one, it's right in between. And I have 1.5 cup of brown sugar. Now brown sugar, you have to use brown sugar because if you use white sugar, it's going to not have the right color. And I also put vanilla, and it's optional if you want to put condensed milk or if you don't want to put condensed milk. My granny says she never put no condensed milk, but my aunt makes it with condensed milk. So I'm gonna make it with the condensed milk, and you know, like I feel like I like it more with the condensed milk, but I like it how my granny made it initially, and when she told me about how to make this, there was no condensed milk in there. But I've seen my aunt make it with condensed milk, and trust me, they do not give you measurements, so I had to figure this out on my own. And I have a tablespoon of ginger. So that's all we'll need. And you know, when you take out your coconut out of the shell, you use your grater, or you just cut it up small, put it in your blender, and you blend it up a little so that it gets to this grated consistency. Okay, so we're gonna put the stove on medium heat. We're gonna put our sugar in. Let that start to melt down a little. And when it starts to melt, then we'll put in our coconut. So I'm putting in my coconut. I'll put my ginger in, my condensed milk in, and to get a spatula so I can sprinkle all the condensed milk. This is something you want to keep stirring. You're going to stir this for 10 to 12 minutes. Yeah, I know I still got a little bit of chunk of brown sugar, but those will eventually melt. And I'll add my 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So this is it after 10 minutes. And now we're going to transfer this to a pan or to parchment paper. So my granny said, you know, you could either put butter on your pan, heat your pan. So I'm gonna put the butter on the pan. She said you could put it on parchment paper. Actually, she said wax paper. But I realized this is parchment paper, not wax paper. So can you hold this like this for me? Thank you very much. This is it. So I'm going to just take it out. Make sure we scrape everything out. We don't want nothing waste. My granny said you could put on in a one thing and pat out, or you could take leave within a spoon and make leave ball out of it. But for me, I'll put on like this.
What you have this on top of?
And now we are wait for about 15 minutes or so before we try cut into one. Well, actually we could wait like 5 minutes and then see how it hardened from there, and then cut into it, score it, and then, you know, make it finish set.
And it's like a candy bar?
Yeah, a coconut candy bar. A homemade coconut candy bar. You're not allowed to finish it all one lick though.
There's a lot of sugar in this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not supposed to eat any of this.
Tableta that won't make it for later.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're gonna give it to a 2-year-old, so
True. Well, he gotta, you know, immerse himself in the Belizean food.
the one you gotta
Snacks,
watch out
treats.
is for Edlin.
Mm-hmm.
Should be hounding you for this.
So I let it sit for like 10 minutes, and now I'm just going to score it, you know, so that when it fully hardens, I can just take it apart. This is the end result of the tableta. I should have actually left it to cook for like 15 minutes rather than 12, but this is it. And see how it's a bit sticky. It has that exact flavor and taste that I remember from when my granny used to make it and sell it. So I'm good. I love it. But if you wanted to have not so much of a sticky consistency, you just cook it for like 15 minutes rather than 12 minutes. But I remember, you know, my granny used to get it sticky sometimes, and sometimes she used to get it like a bit firmer. So thank you for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next one.
Cut.